These two monsters right here are both pure evil. And they both did something to Godzilla's son. And Space Godzilla was the first one to do it. First of all, Space Godzilla kidnapped Godzilla's son. And then second, Destroyer actually killed his son when he was in his teen years. Yeah. By choke slamming him down to the ground and onto a freaking building. Today we have two of the most evilest Godzilla's foes. Let's get into this. So yeah, Destoroyah, 120 meters tall, which is like freaking 393 feet tall, and weighs around 80,000 tons. Meanwhile, Space Godzilla is the same. It's the same height, 393 feet tall, but he weighs around 74,000 tons. Now, weapons. Shark's weapons include, yes, he can fly, he can kick and stomp, he can bite, yeah. He can also stab with his horn, too. He can also grab with his hooked tail, you know. He can, like, slam down the opponents and just throw them. He can also, like, pinch with his claws, you know. He also has a micro-oxygen destroyer beam, which is very effective against any type of Godzilla. He can also slash with his horns, which makes this orange wave thing, which is very effective. Yeah. He also has a chest beam. Yeah. Anyways. Now Space Godzilla. Corona beam. Yeah, okay, yeah. I get it. Okay, Corona. Corona beam. He can yeah, now Space Godzilla. Yeah. Space Godzilla's weapons includes his jaws, his claws, stomp attack, and yeah, tail slap. But there's a crystal at the end of Space Godzilla's tail, so he can just stab his opponents and just throw them. Space Godzilla's weapons includes his Corona beam, which he can morph into. Like, he can shoot it right at them, but completely miss. But then it can just go back like a boomerang, curve it back around, and bang! Yeah. Super regeneration, gravity tornado. Increases power into a crystal. And Space Godzilla can summon crystals. Yeah, believe everything I'm saying, okay? I'm not shitting around. Super regeneration. Yes. Space Claw, Tail Smasher, Photon Reactive Shield. Yeah. So Space Godzilla can summon this transparent shield, crystal shield, and when you hit it, it reflects that attack reflects back at you. Yeah, and Space Godzilla can fly too. So both of these guys have a weakness. And their weaknesses are Destroyer's weapons weaknesses being extreme temperatures. That's kind of a shitty weakness since that you look like the devil yourself and they live in hell. Oh my god. And then Space Godzilla weaknesses is becomes unable to absorb sufficient amount of cosmic energy. So these crystals Space Godzilla summons, they give him more power. But if you destroy all of them, he becomes weak AF. And if you destroy shorter crystals, he's totally effed. And then he just dies completely. Since his energy is just all gone. Okay, now fight. Destoroyah and Space Godzilla meet. The devil looks at Godzilla, and he says, I thought I already killed you. Space Godzilla then roars at Destoroyah saying, who the fuck is Godzilla? Then they clash. They both clash at each other. They both have small arms, but Destoroyah's arms are more effective. And yes, this is Space Godzilla right here, while this is freaking Destoroyah. Destoroyah chokeslams Godzilla by grabbing him and just chokeslamming him. But Space Godzilla is about to get stopped on when he flies away and uses his telekinesis powers. Yes. I forgot to mention that Space Godzilla uses his telekinesis to get the F out of there. Okay, so then Space Godzilla uses telekinesis on Destoroyah and sends him flying through a building. Yeah, Destoroyah is in agony. Roars in agony. But then Destoroyah does his micro-oxygen breath. And it's super effective. And yes, he's part... Space Godzilla is part Godzilla. So yeah, it still hurts him. Space Godzilla roars in pain. And then they both clash again. This time... Okay. Destroyer comes in first with his chest beam and hits, the chest. The beam hits Space Godzilla's chest. Space Godzilla roars in agony again, but then tail stabs the chest plates of Destroyer and sends him towards the Tokyo Tower. Destroyer roars in pain, but then he uses his micro-oxygen beam again and hits one of Space Godzilla's shoulder crystals. Space Godzilla roars in pain, but he still has his other crystal left. And then they clash again, both fighting in the air. But Destroyer notices something. Space Godzilla is a little weaker and with his attacks. And then it hits him. He notices that the crystals power him. So what did he do? He tackles Space Godzilla to the ground and then lands down to fight all the crystals and just destroy them. Space Godzilla summons some new ones, but Destroyer destroys those. He just uses his horns on them, just slices through them and explodes. Space Godzilla is panicking, and then uses his Corona beam and lands onto Destroyer's face. Destroyer is like, ow, my face! And Space Godzilla charges and tackles, and floats towards Destroyer aggressively, and then just tackles him to the ground. Destroyer is like, ah. So yeah. Destroyer then gets back up and shoots his micro-oxygen beam again. And yeah, it hits him. It hits Space Godzilla's other crystal. And that's when you know he's fucked. Space Godzilla tries to summon more crystals to give him more power, but Destroyer just barges through those to make him explode. And then Space Godzilla then gets tackled by the Red Demon himself. He starts getting curb stomped, punched at, and yeah. Then Space Godzilla grabs Destroyer grabs Space Godzilla by the throat and he roars him maniacally before using his micro-oxygen beam and shooting it at Space Godzilla's face, melting all the skin and flesh off, but leaving a bare skull. Space Godzilla then gets thrown to the ground, and Destroyer roars in victory, more roaring, maniacally, cackling, before flying off to find some new cities to burn. Next up, the White House. Verdict. In a fight between Destroyer and Space Godzilla, Destroyer wins around 71% of the time. It would be a close fight, and if Space Godzilla summoned enough crystals and was actually tactical about his weaponry, then yeah, he could defeat Space Godzilla. but since Destroyer has a micro oxygen, beam. Since Space Godzilla is part Godzilla, that would actually work and be very effective. So yeah, but who do you think would have won this fight? Let me know in the comments down below, and yeah, I'll see you guys later. Bye bye. Holy crap, this is another long